Good evening, dear Kuwait television viewers, and welcome to another new episode of your weekly program, Kuwait in 30 Minutes. The English News and Political Programs Department has prepared a variety of reports that highlight the main events that have recently taken place across Kuwait. Our committed team of reporters is constantly engaged in numerous events with the objective of keeping you, dear viewers, aware of the latest information, regulations, and policies. Our aim is to help you obtain information on the latest developments at the local scene. So stay tuned for more coming your way this evening. Dear viewers, thank you once again for joining us with your favorite show, Kuwait in 30 Minutes. In this episode, we have a globally recognized filmmaker director who will tell us more about his talents in filmmaking, creating, and producing. Please let us welcome our guest, Ahmed Alkudari. Hello and welcome.
Hello, hi.
We're very happy to have you with us.
Thanks, me too.
Let's start our first segment with a report prepared by our correspondent, Najla Sadiq, about a recent presentation presented by a well-known Kuwaiti film director and featured elements of his work. There was an impressive presence of guests for the event and a great deal of interest shown. The audience included members of unions for performing arts, directors, producers, and special guests. The event was sponsored by the Youth Association of Kuwait. Let us watch this report and be back with our special guest who will tell us more.
A night filled with talent and creative work took place at the Youth Association of Kuwait. Short films by the gifted and globally recognized filmmaker-director Ahmed Alkudari were screened for the audience. Attendees included directors, producers, writers, actors, members of the Committee for Performing Arts, and special guests. The films were magnetizing and thought-stimulating. Viewers at the end were given the opportunity to ask Ahmed Alkudari questions regarding his work, and references were made to members of his team who were also present in the audience.
I'm a filmmaker, I hope I achieved, I surpassed the amateur level, hoping that I'm going to the professional level, because I just finished my sixth short film, and this year I'm planning to go to feature film. My film, The Unmissing Part, it was a silent film, which gave me the advantage to go abroad, to participate in almost any festival, any language, because it doesn't need a language. It's an unspoken film, which, alhamdulillah, we were blessed that we won 13 awards, locally and internationally. Oh, yeah, that's about it. Most of them in Hollywood, in America itself. We won in Europe, in Korea, and in Kuwait.
The Youth Association of Kuwait is a valuable venue for guests to attend events they have special interests in and where they are able to communicate and gain knowledge of. Some guests expressed great happiness and enthusiasm for the opportunity.
We have a lot of opportunity here in Kuwait and a lot of support from government also. And we have a lot of talent from young people. I have been start about from 2010. I have one feature film I produce it, and many short film we have done, and many commercial we already done before.
Okay, wonderful. Where can we access this kind of information about can we find your films when they're about to be?
It's already in YouTube, and stage32.com. And Facebook, you can search. Just type director Mohammed Al-Holi, you will find it.
Because I want to try, see what happening, what action or no action, or I love the action, like Ahmed Isa.
Members of the audience expressed their delight to engage in dialogue regarding filmmaking and participate in the live event.
a lovely evening bringing together great minds and exceptional talent here in Kuwait. From the Youth Association in Khaldiya, I'm Najla Sadiq, reporting for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
Welcome back, dear viewers, with our guest, a filmmaker and director, Ahmed Al-Khadri. Hello, Ahmed.
Hello, hi.
Ahmed, tell me, what inspired you to become a filmmaker, and where did you acquire the knowledge of filmmaking and directing?
Yeah, actually, it started when I was young. I used to go with my dad to the movies, and I was fascinated by the big screen. One of the people who was fascinating. And I always have this thing, with every film I watch, it's like I wasn't like happy with the directing. I said if the director did this, if the ending was that, it would be much better. And I don't know how I ended up the one who makes film.
So when you watch a movie, you used to comment on the way of directing.
Exactly.
So it was a passion.
Yeah, it's like I feel like if my input was there, it would make the film much better. I don't know. It's a thing in me.
So tell me, why do you prefer short films? And how is the casting process done in short films other than the long-term movies?
The short film has its unique magic, I would say. It's like you can deliver a direct message, and the person who watch it like for 2 to 7 minutes would absorb the whole message. That's what I love about short film. And what made me special, or what made me success in short films, most of my short films are silent.
Oh, they're silent?
Yeah. So that's what makes the message more direct and clear. And what I do is I try to send not only message, I send feelings. When you combine the vision with the audio, with the motion, the combination become a feeling.
People will focus on the body language more when it's silent.
Exactly, yeah. Body they live it more.
Let me ask you, where are the writers of your films from?
Since I'm in Kuwait, so mostly from Kuwait, yeah. And the thing is, I started with a group of people my age. We started together. We decided to make films together. And actually, we're still together for the past 10 years, and we're still making films together. That's what.
So the writers and authors
are Kuwaitis, and I welcome other nationalities, other people. It's not like we are specific.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, as long as the concept.
And they can work with you with the same mentality, same interests.
Exactly.
How did you gain global recognition? And did you find social media useful in this part?
Global recognition, actually, my film, The Missing Part, which we will talk about, had a global
effect on.
Yeah, effect, because it was silent. It was premiered and showed in Korean festivals, Japanese festival, American, European, and actually it's right now it's in the finalist in La Pisa Film Festival in Italy.
It reached one of the top lists. It was let me say nominated.
Yeah, right now it's nominated. Actually, this film has been winning awards the past 3 years. I'm still amazing how the film is still competing, because I believe because it's silence. That's what made me go globally.
And do you believe social media played a role in people knowing your movies, knowing your talent as a director and a filmmaker?
Yeah, that's one of the roles, because social media now, it's in everybody's hand.
Of course. That's
what made our films distributed widely more and reached more people.
So the funding process, how is it obtained and done for your work?
That's the question. Actually, it's not much fun. Just the Wizard Shabab al-Riyada, Kuwait Youth Ministry of Youth, just started a funding, which is they are very thankful for this. They started last year funding, but previously we used to do it by our own budget.
Funding, huh?
Yeah.
Own budget.
Exactly.
What are your main goals, Ahmed?
Main goals, actually, it's like more of I've been watching a lot of Hollywood and other films, and I've seen how some of these films covering our culture. The new generation, they have no idea. We are losing our identity. So when I'm going through the media and mainstream, I want to focus on our culture, focus on our beautiful, good
People
manners.
will know more
Yeah.
about the beautiful Kuwaiti culture and the
Exactly.
heritage.
Exactly. That's what I want to focus on. I want to show them, because the globalization and how the new generation has no idea what the
Since we're talking about Kuwait, do you realize that Kuwait is experiencing a steady incline in this film industry? And let me ask you, what is the difference between the international audience, let's say American audience, and the Kuwaiti audience?
Yeah, actually, the Kuwait from the 70s, we reached a high level of film production, and then it kept decreasing, but it's starting increasing
rise up
now.
again.
Yeah, it's starting to rise now. Thanks to many factors. One of them, the equipment are cheap, the knowledge everywhere. Since we don't have film schools here in Kuwait, but everyone can learn online. I'm one of these people who learned online, so that's the reason why it's increasing. But I noticed something about the American audience, because I've been there in the United States when my film won.
The Unmissing Part,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm missing like 10 awards or 11 awards, and I know, and my film also won here award in Kuwait Film Festival. I noticed that the American audience, they are more attached to films more than us, and they don't like in the Kuwaiti audience. They compliment a lot. In Americans, I didn't see the compliment much, but I see people crying of my films. I see real tears. I feel they lived it. But I think maybe the American audience more mature than the Kuwaiti audience when it comes to emotion and the movies and the films and the art in general. Hopefully, we will be maturing soon and will be more affected by it.
Inshallah. We have obtained some of your work. Let us watch, and we have a teaser of your new movie, right?
Yeah, The
New
Followers.
Film. So let's watch it together, and we'll be back.
وكما يقال الوقت كالسيف إن لم تقطعه قطعك. أعاني من سرعة جرى
كم حسابك؟
ما أوصف لكم شنو كان شعوري لما جمعت هذه المعلومات.
And we're back with our guest, Ahmed Al-Khudri. Ahmed, tell me, we saw beautiful films produced by you, but tell us about your new upcoming short film.
I just finished filming 2 weeks ago, The Followers.
The Followers.
Yeah, it's actually based on a true event. It's about an interview with two, let's say, influencers.
Two influencers.
In the social media, and they talk about their journey in مخيمات لاجئين, how to say it?
The refugee camps.
Yeah, the refugee camps. And every question, المذيعة تسأل every question. How to say مذيعة?
Anchor.
The anchor, and every question they answer a question, and I show the people what actually happened. So there are like 2 scenarios in the films. Yeah.
Talk to me about the unmissing part. Mashallah, it won like 13 awards internationally. So tell us, like, what is a brief summary about the movie? What is it talking about?
It talks about an amputee, which, because actually I've been with amputees. I spent a long time, and I know how they feel. I did a documentary film with them, and I know how they are feeling. That's why this film, alhamdulillah, we were blessed with, because most of the amputees, I said, they don't want to be sympathized. They don't want to be supported. They can live normally, a normal life. They cannot. Actually, most of them, they can be more successful than regular people. So that's what I did on the protagonist. He was like that. He doesn't like sympathy. No, he doesn't want. He want to do everything by himself.
He doesn't want anyone to.
Yeah, just look me as a normal person.
I'm a normal.
Actually, he finds that his amputee is a chance to create something beautiful. He uses his left leg is amputee, and every time he buys 2 pair of shoes, the one he wears, the other one he makes it to plant a seed.
Wow.
And grows the flowers, and in the end, in the film, he has a garden of flowers. Because of his amputee. He actually created something positive and beautiful out of this amputee.
And you were telling me about a short film that's going to be premiered in Mother's Day.
Yeah, actually that one is secret. No one knows about it. I shot it 2 months ago. It's for mothers.
For mothers.
And
so that's it. We're going to talk.
Actually, the first one I talked about it, it's for mothers, called and it's a silent film. It's about a mother who her son had an accident, but I don't want to spoil it. But in a weird way, and something that shocked the doctors, that her son was okay, but something that, like a mother's, how they do miracles. She did a miracle in that film.
Can't wait to watch it. Before we conclude, Ahmed, this interesting interview with you, there are any ideas that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, actually, I'm working right now with Mohammed Al-Hatib, the writer, on a feature film. It's going to be a sci-fi.
Sci-fi?
Yeah.
This is nothing to do with The Followers?
No. The Followers already done. It's just editing, and it will be premiered in Kuwait Film Festival in March. And after that, the writer actually right now writing the feature film. It's like 100 minutes, like almost half an hour.
It's a bit longer than
it's going to be played in the cinemas, feature film. This one going to be sci-fi. It's going to be about a guy who used the Einstein's theory, and he succeeded and applied, and he can see in time.
See the future
and see the past. He did it in a very interesting way. It's all based on the theories, but he applied it and it worked with him. And actually, and the famous question: is it good for you to know your future or not?
That's a very tricky question.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna find out.
This is the message from the short film.
Is it good for you to know your future or not?
Director Ahmed Khudri, thank you for your presence with us in the show. We wish you more success with all your work.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's move to our second report, organized by the Kuwait Science Club in collaboration with the Geneva-based International Exhibition of Inventions. The 4-day spectacle includes an exhibition and several prizes for best invention handed out by a panel of judges. The exhibition is one of the most highly anticipated exhibitions in the region due to its immense success and rapid growth. Reporter Ghanwa Jabouri interviewed some of the participants to learn about some of the work that was exerted in presenting their inventions. More in the following report.
Being acknowledged and awarded for possessing an ability to create an invention, coupled with an imaginative vision, creativity and skill is a tangible reality which Kuwait has created for individuals worldwide and who have come together today under one roof with extreme appreciation and zeal for having the opportunity to showcase their inventions through the highly anticipated fair.
Well, the situation is getting better every year for the simple reason that the organizers are getting more and more experienced. Nothing is better than experience in this field, because the most difficult thing to organize in the world of fairs, is an invention fair. Because every year you have to have something new and new people, whereas in other fairs you basically take the same companies who come with new products. So this is very, very difficult. Now, over the years we've got much, much better. Kuwait has become much more well known. The International Invention Fair in the Middle East has now an international resonance. And that is viewed by the fact that you have over nearly 38 countries who are participating. We have about 120 registered inventions, and people like coming to Kuwait, and the organizing committee from the Kuwait Science Club does a marvelous job hosting it and giving a very nice taste of Arab hospitality.
The Inventions Fair has become extremely popular and successful over the years, and as such has witnessed an increase of 30% in participants this year.
To conduct the treatment, we need two people. The one must be healthy and the other person is ill who you want to cure. And I can give an example. Let's imagine that the person has some problem with his/her arm. I have sensor which put on the healthy arm, and this sensor collects information how this arm is working. After this, superimposes this information onto the light wave, which penetrates into the diseased human organs. And after this, stimulates this organ to a proper normal work.
This is not our first participation from Lebanon. This is our fourth participation for the Lebanese National Association for Science and Research. We have in this 10th exhibition 3 inventions, 2 from the National Association and 1 from, he comes from Germany. We have the smart pillow, and we have something for students with Dr. Jamal Shurbaji, and also we have a robot. We hope that we can meet real and professional investors in this, and we have that we have the opportunity to meet them. Also, it's a good opportunity to meet inventions from all over the world. I think the Kuwait Science Club made this opportunity every year, and this exhibition is in development, and this is the fourth participation that we won many prizes and medal every year from Lebanon. Thanks for Kuwaiti people for everything, and for the organizers.
Some of the inventors participating in the fair have expressed their sincere gratitude for having such an ideal platform, which Kuwait has presented them with, and have stated that the fair has been executed with extreme professionalism and expertise.
The participants' inventions are becoming so phenomenal, so much creativity is being invested in what they're coming up with. It's quite impressive. From Araya Center, I'm Ghanwa Jabouri, reporting to you for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
In collaboration with several Asian embassies, CEE Network recently organized the first Asian Bazaar to showcase Asian tourism, culture, and Asian businesses in Kuwait at the Palms Hotel. The official opening of the bazaar was attended by several ambassadors, including Myanmar, Pakistan, China, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Indonesia. The spectacle further included cultural performances provided by the Asian communities. Reporter Ghanwa Japuri has more.
The first ever Asia Bazaar, which was recently held at the Palms Hotel, was a huge success and was warmly received by audiences who were highly engaged and entertained by the eclectic Asian culture, which brought beautiful colors to the forefront.
We're here today in collaboration with some of the Asian embassies for Asia Bazaar 2018, promoting and exhibiting some of the cultural and tourism destinations, with some of the community here showcasing some of their products from Asia. I'd like to thank the embassies and their hard work with us too. It's a shared effort, and I hope it's a platform for next year to do something even bigger and better.
Dina Malak, who is the managing director at CEE Network, stated that the Asian Bazaar was organized with the aim of creating a platform for both local and foreign Asian businesses to promote their products and services at the Kuwaiti market and offer them a positive platform where they can promote their business ventures and investments.
It's Asian Bazaar. China is the biggest country in Asia, so for China it's necessary to participate in this bazaar. And at the same time, I think the cultural event is very important for relation between the peoples. So we are now at New Year for the world and the New Chinese Year also. So this is spring. That means Spring Festival. It means the Chinese New Year. So we are very pleased and glad to participate in this event. We hope through this participation we can give a push to the cultural relation between China and Kuwait and between all the Asian countries.
On his part, Jassim Burahma, who is the operations director of CEE Network, praised the support provided by the Asian embassies in bridging the local Kuwaiti and Asian community together.
What a beautiful, colourful and inspiring Asian Bazaar 2018. From the Palms Hotel, I'm Ghanwa Japuri reporting to you for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
LOYAC held a press conference at its headquarters in the Qabiliya School in Kuwait City to confirm a continuous agreement with Babson College for the collaboration on the implementation of the social entrepreneurship program known as CON. The program promotes social responsibility among young people and to allocate and devise solutions that address integral communal issues. Here's more on the press conference in this report by Salim Kandari.
LOYAC in its press conference confirmed its continuous collaboration with Babson College to implement the CON Social Entrepreneurship Program to promote social responsibility among young people. Farah Saggaf, founder and chairman of LOYAC, said that LOYAC will renew its agreement of cooperation with Babson College, one of the most reputable universities in the world, which is specialized in businesses and entrepreneurship education. As part of the agreement, Babson College will continue supporting LOYAC's Youth Initiative program of social entrepreneurship for young people between the ages of 12 to 16.
We are very pleased to be here at LOYAC to be renewing our collaboration for the social entrepreneurship program that will be running over the summer. This program has had resounding success for the past 2 years, and we would like to renew this program this year with added new benefits, added new features to the program that will be run for the youth of Kuwait. Again, we're very pleased to be here in Kuwait. This is our second home, and we wish LOYAC all the very best in the coming years.
This is our third year with this program in collaboration with Babson College. We are so pleased and to see the youth. The numbers who registered last year and the year before are really more students in the first year and the double in the second year. Babson were really, we're grateful to them because this year they are going to just modify the curriculum to match the environment, the Middle East, to give them more example about how to plan their business, how to improve their business, and to make it successful. Also, helping the youth to think out of the box, to have really new ideas and not to just use normal ideas which is in the society. Looking forward for the registration to open and to start the new curriculum for the youth.
Meanwhile, Raditson of the Babson College said that Babson College is committed to the development of Kuwaiti youth, where it has a social values aimed to achieve. From LOYAC School, this is Salim Kandiri reporting for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
This brings us to the conclusion of tonight's episode of Kuwait in 30 minutes. We hope to see you again same time next week. Our highly dedicated team of correspondents is constantly out on the field searching for reports that matter most to you. Thank you for joining us tonight, and see you next week with more exclusive reports. Have a good night.